Hello friends, I am You are watching IQubex and this video will prove the best for you if you are confused between both the terms responsive websites and redirecting websites. And I am going to explain you both the terms in depth and their pros and cons. So without wasting any time, let us start. First, I'll tell you about responsive website. Responsive website is the most elegant and modern way for designing a website, and that is not only for desktop or mobile but at any pixel screen size or any browser size. If you may restore it, you may minimize it, but you will not miss any of the feature of the site. And other positive thing is designers love coding it because it just needs a part of HTML and media queries of CSS3 for just designing it for every pixel. So that's all for responsive website. Now let us move on to redirecting websites. Redirecting website is sometimes easy to code and it just needs a JavaScript snippet which will take it to the mobile site in mobile device. All the developers love it, and the big companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google and even YouTube use this criteria of redirecting mobile users to the mobile website. And if they are on mobile and if they are on desktop, then they will be redirected to the desktop website. This criteria is used by Facebook and other big companies because they have a lot of features which cannot be shown into mobile but only in apps. So they don't feature all of them in the browser mobile, and so they redirect you to the am.facebook.com, to the am.google.com, am.youtube.com and such domains and such subdomains. And it also gives users a chance to switch between the viewports. And if you want to visit the mobile site, you can go to the footer, you can click mobile site, you will see the mobile site, and if you click the desktop site, and then you will go to desktop site. It is very easy, but it also needs PHP coding which should just be updated when you update your desktop website. It should also be automatically updated in the mobile site. Only this is the thing you need to do, and this is all with redirecting website. But nowadays redirecting websites are getting eradicated and all the new websites are being responsive. Now I will describe you some good and bad points of responsive website and redirecting website. So the first is redirecting website don't look good that in tabs and other outscreen devices. Yes, this is right, because it really doesn't look good with everything with 100% width, and this is correct. The second thing is developers and designers get confused playing with media queries. The third point is providing programmers a comfort while constructing a website is also necessary, and they can't just roll around for finding the exact pixel for changing an element's property at that pixel range. So these are some points, and there is another important point. Redirecting websites has been outdated since 2012, and this is really bad for the redirecting website, but still various big brands use it because they have various features. So now I'll tell you the real pros and cons of both the elements, that is responsive website and redirecting websites. So stay tuned and watch till the end. Now it's time for you to let you know the pros and cons of responsive website. So the first pro of responsive website is responsive websites are sleek and are much user-friendly on all devices. The second pro point is responsive websites never lose content in mobiles. Yes, sometimes it may lose. It is according to the developer and it is according to the programmer how they want to make it, whether they want to not include a feature in mobile device, or it's up to them, but mostly they never lose content. The third pro point is responsive websites work fast. Of course, it is not redirecting you anywhere, so it will be fast if compared to the redirecting website. Then there are some cons, and they are pretty serious. The first one is responsive websites are difficult to code, especially for a developer, and they need to look for after every range of pixel. Yes, this is right. Or sometimes there is pixel conflict, which sometimes it looks very bad, and so you have to be careful while you add the media queries with CSS3. Then comes the second con point, that is responsive website takes a lot of time to be constructed. And the third con point is some types of high profile and dynamic websites cannot be made responsive. Yes, it is a reality because there are many websites which has many features and they are very dynamic and which cannot be loaded on in mobile with responsive design. So they are oftenly constructed in the layout of redirecting website, and therefore big brands never made their website responsive, like Facebook, Google and YouTube, as I told you before. Now it's time to let you know the pros and cons of redirecting website. The first pro point of redirecting website is redirecting websites need to be scripted and programmed, or if it isn't, then it has to be coded more than 2 times or more than 1 time at least. And as I told you before, that it needs to be programmed with PHP, that if the desktop website is upgraded, then the mobile website should also be updated automatically. And the second pro point is redirecting websites provide users to switch between devices and let users decide what they want to see. As I told you again before that, it also provides you to see the viewports of mobile device and desktop device. If you click the desktop button, then you will see the desktop device in mobile itself, or if on desktop website you click the mobile button, then you will see the mobile website itself on desktop. The third pro point is redirecting website doesn't need much designing part after that redirecting code is established. The designing part will be needed only and only for the desktop, but in mobile there is no much need because you have to minimize those features and all the widths will be 100%. The first con point is extraordinary devices which have a very different screen size cannot adapt redirecting website nicely. Now, if mobiles are pretty normal, laptops are pretty normal, and even tablets, but if there is something other device which is pretty big, pretty small, or sometimes it is very different screen size with very different resolution, at such times maybe that your site is not supporting such resolution devices. Then the second con point is generally redirecting websites establish their own apps because of bad user experience on mobile browsers, and therefore new companies have stopped using redirecting criteria for their website, and the number of redirecting website is decreasing day by day, and this is a bad news for redirecting websites. And thus this data literally tells us that it's now end of redirecting website and the rise of CSS3, the responsive website, and thus I conclude here that the responsive websites are more good than the redirecting ones according to my perspective. So, and yes, you must be wondering that what I am seeing in this here, it is just my article written on my blog, and the description and the link will be in the description below. You may also check it out for more details, and that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure you subscribe my channel because I bring you such informational videos every time, and be sure you comment your doubt below. Goodbye.